people, welcome to the video. We're finally back open, which is fucking sweet. We've been closed now for 4 weeks. So we finally opened yesterday, which is the second, it's third today. But the studio, obviously we've been building the studio throughout this period. You probably watched videos previous to this about how far we've got with the studio. But by probably the end of this week, we won't be far off being complete now. We're currently here now, so we're going to rewire the lights. We've had a suspended ceiling put on, came yesterday and there was just like the grid up everywhere. So today they've completely finished and put tiles through. And then we're going to rewire the lights, the bathroom's done, the shower's done, loads of cool stuff is done. So I thought I'd take you around, show you what we've been doing, and then give you a bit of an insight into what it's going to look like when it's completely finished. The roof was mainly done yesterday. We got quite a lot of it up and the wiring up. There was a bit of an issue with the wires. It just took a bit longer than was expected and it was freezing cold and it was just a long day, but it looks better. We have a roof and hopefully we'll have lights by the end of the day, plus all the rubber flooring is arriving in about an hour. So we're slowly but surely making a gym. So we're at Fitnessworx Shrewsbury and it's raining. Nathan's got himself a microwave. I'll give you an update after the smashed windows. We now have, you seen that? Yeah, after the smashed windows at Shrewsbury, we now have CCTVs in, what are they called? Cages. And we have CCTV fixed up there. Has it leaked at all, that window up there? Has that window up there leaked at all? No. So no, we're all right. Well, what is going on, people? Hold on, a bit misty. Saturday afternoon, the end of December now. Well, start of December, that's a lie. We're into December, it's the end of the week at the start of December. Today was an academy day, the final assessments, level 3s. So they had their practicals. Nathan came down, because I went up to Shrewsbury last night. Nathan came down to do some assessing because he's going to be involved in the MyPT course future. And then obviously Mark came down too. And they had a few sets of people in today to do their level 3 assessments, which was sweet. We did that at Southern this morning. And then on Instagram, if you haven't seen, Jack Scott released, we finally got the keys. God, look how misty that is. Whoa. Sweaty. We finally got the keys, that's better, isn't it, to Fitnessworx Bristol. So it's time for him, after 2 whole years of being at Fitnessworx Southern, to leave us, to move back to his home city. So we're going to grab some food and a beer or two tonight, just to kind of celebrate his 2 years here and to celebrate that we finally got the keys to Fitnessworx Bristol. But he's been staying at mine and Phoebe's house for the last 7 days. So I'm waiting for him to come back now, so I thought I'd grab the camera out quickly and you can say bye to you all. And then obviously we'll say hi to him again when we've got the keys to the unit at the end of December, so in like 3 weeks time. But I'm gonna go and get myself ish ready and I'll catch up with you when Jack gets back from work. Great. I was just telling the video, the vlog that you've gone.
Oh mate, don't, I'll get emotional.
Done. That is 2.5, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
2.5. 2.5 years. Done.
Yeah, packed up all my shit. Got 3 bottles of champagne.
Mad though, innit?
Yeah man, why not? Yeah, I like devote shit.
Newcastle. Jack's been lodging all week. Now he's...
I can't believe I didn't fucking pack a pair of jeans.
You got all in them pants and all.
Why don't you borrow some of Jack's?
Now I know what I need for Christmas, don't I? That's alright on my Christmas list.
What are you doing? You're not going to record my actual sign it. I'm going to talk about it.
Oh, right.
I'm going to just record me.
I don't know.
So this is Jack's lease. He's finally got the keys. So you can sign it. This is that. Does that work?
Sort of. Got half of it down.
I knew it wasn't going to work.
Well, that's creative. You made that yourself?
Yeah, I did, mate. It's better. Yours looks like an olive. Jay Gibson.
That doesn't look like Jack Scott.
That's,
Where?
you just got to do a witness. No, a witness.
Just this one.
Put Phoebe. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Is that
25.
26? 21 to 26, wasn't it? 5 years.
Quick maths.
I know.
Thought you didn't get any GCSEs.
I didn't. Got a U in a U.
Oh,
in maths, yeah.
Got a GCSE in
U. Unregistered, what's that mean?
I'll buy that.
Right. No expense spare day.
Right.
Never seen anyone ever sieve paint. What is going on, people? We are So obviously, you know that Fitnessworx does want to get a little bigger yet, and it takes time. Some of the recent units that we've built have took a year. So I got sent a couple this week. So what I'd like to do is come and have a look around the area and see what it's like. That guy's currently drinking a bottle of Corona at 9 AM. And I got sent a couple which were pretty much ideal in a location I would like, but unfortunately it's too close to a current gym, which isn't going to be ideal. But when most people ask how do I find locations, I usually find some on Rightmove or on Prime Location or on estate agents send them to me, and then all I do is just go and have a look around that area. When there's an area that I'd like to open a Fitnessworx, then I'd go have a bit of a look at it and then look around really, because sometimes some companies don't actually advertise on kind of broker sites like Rightmove, Prime Location and all that. Here he is, Corona Man, and sometimes it's good just to have a bit of a drive around, and then you can make your own mind up. And then also you can look at the area, look at the kind of people that are around here, and you get a bit of a feel for the location you want to open in. And I've wanted to open in this location for a while. We will do, but it's just when the time's right. There is loads of units coming up every now and then, so we've just got to kind of hold tight. And also we've got a lot going on at the moment. Brista's about to just be started this week. This month. And then the studio is in its final stages right now. So this side of Christmas and the start of next year, we've got stuff going on. So just like to have a look. It does take a while. It takes months and months and months. But when someone asks me how do you find your location, I find a location I'd like to go to, and I travel to it. Wait until signs get put up on the outsides, on the roads. I look on Rightmove, Prime Location. I've spoken to a lot of estate agents, commercial estate agents. They send me stuff. I'm on a lot of lists. I got sent a lot of stuff that way, and that's really how I find them. Simple as that. There is no special way at all. It's just driving around. Driving around, doing weird shit like this, slowing people up, annoying people, but eventually it pays off. Like Leamington, we came across that by accident really, that location. I wouldn't say by accident, nothing's ever by accident. We put ourselves in the right place at the right time to be told about this location. Shrewsbury again, that kind of fell on us. So there's been a few locations recently which we've not really ever gone after, but we've ended up getting them just by being in kind of the right place, the right time, asking the right people, sending the right emails, sending the right inquiries. And like here, like it's for sale, to let, for sale. So there's so much stuff out there. You just need to know what will work for your business. Like there's one on the right here which is wicked, and I did think about it. We were going to go have a look around it, but it's just getting towards the 9,000 square foot. It has a lot of offices and stuff, which is where I was going to move kind of our back end team to. Create a really wicked gym on the side with the Fitnessworx HQ main offices at the back of it, but it's just that little bit too far out for where all our sales and Chris and Phoebe and Tegan and my brother and Jimmy and everybody who is involved in Fitnessworx now. It's that little bit too far for them, and it just adds that little bit extra to the journey, so there's no real need to do that. But that didn't work, and then in the future one will pop up. Today I'm going to the studio. The graphics are getting put on the studio today. All the new shop frontage is going up, the new signs, everything. I haven't actually seen it myself yet, so like I do usually, I'll show you guys the before and after and hopefully see what you think. If you like it, make sure you drop a comment below, because I'd like to see what you think. So we've never done this kind of shop front before, so sometimes it's good to ask, because people might have done this before. They might have a better way to kind of make sure that it's private, not private. There's enough daylight let in, not enough daylight let in, and it's kind of like that balance between too much graphics and not enough graphics. Because remember, we want to try and keep it high end still. I don't want to look like a brothel. I don't want it to look like one of these bloody Thai massage parlours. We want it to still look like a studio works, and it's professional and it's nice. So I hope we've nailed it now. But like I said, if you've done this before and you've got any expertise in it, or you just have an opinion, drop it below. But I'll see you at Leamington. Also, another thing to consider, talking of, just nipped over to Fitnessworx for Warwick, just to see my brother, see how they're getting on. and have a little catch up with a couple of members. I'm just on the way through to Leamington. Parking sometimes is an absolute nightmare. Over here it's not too bad because, no, that's a lie. Over here it's quite bad. We still have 5 parking spaces, but because there's a Funky Monkeys kids playground next door to us, they seem to take up quite. Sometimes when it's busy, they're really busy. And then obviously over here, where the rest of our parking is, there's loads of cars. But we manage by putting signs up and stuff. But when you're looking for a location, my number one thing, unless you're in like a high usage area, so the middle of town, make sure you have a good chunk of car parking spaces. Because sometimes it can be an absolute bugger like this now, like people coming in and out, and it's just a bit of a nightmare sometimes. So try and get a good parking or good car park, even though I know that's not that easy. That's one thing we struggle with massively, is parking more than anything. And when we're trying to find locations, we always try and look for big yards and big kind of car parks, or like I said, a location like Leamington, which is in the high street where there's lots of residential properties and lots of places just to park in the high street. But I want to go on to Leamington now. I thought I'd just drop that one on there quickly and say, find yourself a lot of parking. So the graphic people have arrived early. So we now have the work. So the studio was just a little bit too big for it there, and then we put the graphics like so like people can't stare through it. So there'll be black there, the group fitness there, which obviously we'll show up more in a minute once the black rubber's down. Can't get through. Then you got personal training just there, and obviously students go on there. But one thing we haven't got done, look. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
Still,
down there.
yeah. Then we've got the studio works just there, but we've got Zupas on still up. Yeah.